Hello, everybody. It's me, Lune the guitar. How is everybody doing? So today is no list, no paid. Okay, no list, no paid. All right. Hi, everybody. Okay. Yeah, post your questions. Hey, happy full moon. Hey, what will Nola's next actions be towards Jessica? What will Nola's next actions be towards Jessica? No, he's going to be respectful. Looks like he's trying to avoid drama. There's some drama going on, whether you see it or not. It's a drama-prone situation. He's trying to avoid it. As well as he can. But I see respect here, though. He might help you out with something, be a helping hand. But I'm seeing him with the Strength card being pretty quiet and reserved with the Devil card here too, Devil's Sun. There is attraction here. There's attraction, but he's holding back. I see just being polite, avoiding any type of situation. And yeah, Strength card, kind of boring energy, honestly. Yeah, with this 6, it's interesting. I said be he'll be respectful, and what that kind of means with the 6 of Pentacles, that can mean like doing as much as you can get away with while still being respectful. So, like, if I can be frank, like one time I saw this card depicted as a girl with like cleavage, like pushing them together, It's that type of energy, but it doesn't have to be a female. That's just the card that's popping into my head. But the main energy here is avoiding drama. That is his MO. So I do see interactions. I do see holding back, but I see attraction. There's definitely attraction, but it's gonna stay pretty boring, or I should say, it's not going to escalate that much. And do be cautious of a tower moment, okay? And there's a way to avoid any. It came out in reversed, so, and then it turned upright. So there's a possibility to avoid a situation for you, Crow. And I think you will. Yeah, you will avoid a tower moment. And we can do that just by like checking ourselves, check yourself type thing, which I think you just do naturally. I think you will avoid something. But you will have an epiphany or an enlightening moment without having to pay a big price for it. Yeah. There's definitely attraction, though. What is coming towards me, Stella? What is coming towards Stella? Crow, I hope you're doing well, babes. This moon is gorgeous. If you guys haven't had a chance to look at it, it's much smaller now, but it's still beautiful as ever. So, okay, there is interesting. I'm getting like you're gonna learn that you're gonna learn about a breakup or something breaking up coming towards you. of a bond. There's a relationship here, or two people in a relationship that, this is interesting. I'm getting like you're going to hear about something or hear from someone that's going to trigger you to kind of be like moping around, like in a darker mood, a little bothered, and kind of stuck in your head and stuck in the past about, you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda type thinking. So it's really important to get out of your emotions and to wait to act until you've had like a breather, because on top of that, there's a new or like another connection. There's an opportunity to connect with someone. It might not be the same person, or it might not be the same thing. It could be, it might be different, but it's a good different. This is a positive alliance. This is a partnership. It just requires you to let go of toxicity, by simply moving on from something and to, you know, no longer, quote, cry over spilled milk. Because there is an opportunity that's just as good, if not better, waiting for you. And and it will bring you to a more stronger position. It'll bring you more clarity when it comes to any conflict in your life. Okay, that's what I see coming towards you, Stella. A new connection, a new alliance. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. Is that Cassie? Wait, Cassandra, is that Cassie? Oh, you're welcome, Stella. Okay, yeah, post your question. I'm going to get through everyone who posts. All right. When will I get good news about work? Let's see for Carla. When will she get good news about work? When? Oh, soon. Okay, once someone has moved out of anxiety, okay, there's someone here who everything was all good, everything was great, and then they things kind of like stopped being all fun, you know, things maybe got serious or boring, and then they started getting anxiety, okay? So once this person comes to terms with the fact that they need to get some work done and they overcome any anxiety and make a decision here, or overcomes any anxiety that's keeping them from making a decision here, is when you will hear good news. Okay. And yeah, this person's definitely trying to recreate something positive. They had a positive experience when it comes to work, and things maybe just haven't been the same or something like that. And they're in an apathy, and that apathy has caused a lot of anxiety because something feels missing, and they're trying to find that the right things, you know, the right people, to kind of bring back this vision, this idea to life. So once they overcome that overthinking and make a decision is when you will hear good news about work. Okay. Who will I marry? Gemini girl. Hey girl. Who will Gemini marry? Let's see. I'm doing really well. Thanks, Kinza. Who will Gemini marry? Okay, happy Gemini full moon, everybody. It's quite gorgeous. I like it. Okay, who will I marry? Okay, you'll marry possibly a Virgo. This person can be a little bit older than you. It's someone that you've already met before. This is someone that you already know. And if you don't know them, you will meet them in the future, and then you will meet them again. Okay. So it might not happen right away. And I think you will find that you share a past life with them. I think you will also find that you have a lot of similarities in the ways that you've experienced your childhood, or like it's the type of person you were when you were growing up, or similar memories or shared experiences when it comes to those things. So there's a lot to bond over, and kind of that instant connection, like you're picking things up with an old friend, familiar feeling, which is quite lovely and nice. This person's going to be taller than you, much taller. I'm seeing them as being pretty tall. I think they have facial hair as well. Yeah, taller facial hair. I think they like the outdoors as well. They're very a peaceful thinker. They will come out of nowhere, out of plain sight, or out of the blue, rather. They're educated, and I think they're pretty fortunate when it comes to finances as well. And you're gonna know right away, because you're gonna feel like, oh wow, like I like they bring the best out of you. It's like you don't have to try to anything. You can just like be yourself, and things just kind of come out and flow naturally, and it'll really just click. That's gonna be the first indicator that you've met them. Okay, but yeah, this person's educated, and they have this stability to show for it. Did I say they have a peaceful way of thinking? They'll bring you a lot of calm, a lot of peace, a lot of stability mentally as well, not just emotionally. Because yeah, I'm getting, you'll meet kind of a winner. I think they're really good with people, but they're definitely more on the introverted side, but they're very well educated. They might not speak often, but when they do, it's like, shut up and listen, Gemini's husband is talking, or whoever is talking. Okay. That's who you will marry. Okay. Thank you so much. Cassie, it is Cassie. Hi, my love. Thank you so much. Hi, Mari. What awaits Mariana? Let's see. Oh, shit. I forgot to do. Okay, there is a message. Whoa, there's a lot of people coming towards you, Mariana. You are going to be encountering a lot of people. There'll be people who are fiery and maybe challenging, who like to challenge you, who are, keep you on your toes. And then there's other people who are more sentimental. And I see you balancing between the energies. I think you're going to know who you can, be soft with, and who you need to, be aware of, and stay sharp, or whatever. You know what I mean? Keep your head up, keep your head in the game. Okay, what awaits Mariana? So yeah, lots of people. So there are a lot of people, but this is something different. A different message is coming out. I do see you waiting for something, and it's interesting because you might not know what it is, because this is more spiritual. You might feel like you're waiting for something, but you can't quite put your finger on it, but you feel like something is coming, and that's because it's coming from your subconscious. There was at a certain point you did something, you've made some intention, or you put your desires out into the universe, and it kind of put you into this flow, onto this path, that you might not be able to consciously remember it or put your finger on it, but it's going to be coming back to you. Okay, and this can be in the form of creative ideas, really, looking good for the pictures. I'm hearing, for some reason, like looking good for the pictures. I don't know, you're gonna get your picture taken for some reason, like to get into the paper or something. Someone's gonna write about you, or I don't know. That can be a metaphor. Take that how it resonates. New gifts coming in, clarity, reconnecting with relationships. I'm getting like certain like social skills turning on, or DNA activating, more money coming in, kind of like everything, like a lot coming in, like you really know it, getting, I don't know, like an upgrade, getting really recognized for who you are and the stamp that is so unique to you. Okay. Yeah, kind of coming, stepping out into the light with your many gifts and talents. Coming online, so to speak. Did I say that? Okay, well, someone serious and marriage material come into my life in 2026. Currently single. We work together. I like him. I think he likes me as well. I did see that he's definitely attracted to you. You definitely make him happy. And he definitely likes how you make him feel. So it's kind of a tricky situation. But I do see him kind of like line striding at the moment. Okay, well, someone serious in marriage material come into my life in 2026. Currently single. Okay, enjoy that singledom. Okay. You know, it's always fun. I love being single because then I can just like focus on world building, you know? Okay, well, someone serious in marriage material come into my life. There is a chance opportunity. You're going to have to be mentally prepared for this, though. I feel like your wheels have kind of been spinning, maybe even overthinking it. And you have to be careful because it's not in that energy, that overthinking, that kind of like in your head cold energy isn't really you. Like, I think you're really funny, you're really smart, intelligent. Like, you have a sharp sword, okay, but you have to make sure you stay balanced. Um because not being in your energy and being grounded and balanced in your energy might turn off the right people for you. Okay, might be attracted to you for some, because you're on each other's soul paths, or you're meant to meet each other. But if you're not if you're not in your true vibrational energy, you won't be the vibrational match that you're meant to be. So you have to be careful when it comes to balancing that. And there will be many opportunities coming your way from between now and then. Many opportunities coming your way that you are being urged to take, and it will help create that stability and bring out the more softer, more genuine and authentic parts of you back out again. So yeah, really, really take those opportunities because they're meant to kind of shape you to meet this King of Pentacles, someone who's sturdy, stable as well. Okay, good looking. I know it can be like, I've been waiting, but I know like I'm overthinking. I've been waiting so long though. Like, I just want it to happen already. I totally empathize with you, and I get it. Like, when you want something so bad, and you've been waiting so long, and you've been working and doing all this, but it just sucks because that's the exact energy that takes you out of your body, and it throws off what makes you so beautiful. Those thoughts aren't what makes Kinza. That's not, that anxiety can really do a number on us mentally, and we can, get lost in thought and, think about how unfair life can be. But it's just important to really realize when you're in that energy and really be sweet and kind to yourself, and be excited and be a good sport and ready to take on the opportunities that are coming in regardless. Okay, because they will be leading you to definitely this King of Pentacles. Okay, all right. How will my ski trip go? How will my ski trip go? For Kung Fu, how will Kung Fu's ski trip go? I think it's gonna go pretty good. Yeah. I see celebration. I see good company. There's gonna be some unexpected things, but that's just the spice of life. Nothing to be worried about. It looks like you're well prepared. It looks like it's going to be refreshing. You're going to come out of the experience kind of like cooled off, you know. Funny enough that you're going skiing, but you're gonna come out kind of cool headed. I feel like maybe you've been a little bit like running hot. I'm hearing like you've been running hot. And there's been really no place for this heat to go. And I feel like you're gonna kind of, burn, blow off some steam, and you're gonna come out way more cool, calm headed, um, way more relaxed, with a lot of more clarity and refreshed. Okay. And you're gonna be able to have that mental clarity to put that fire in those inspirations to actual work to really make some things happen. There might even be some like business ideas or something that you want to pursue coming out of this. All right, Cassie. Oh, sorry, that was Kung Fu. Okay. You just did Kung Fu, now let's do Cassie. How are you, my love? I hope everything's been really, really well. Let's get you read. A general for the beautiful Cass. Let's see. May I have a general? General reading. I'm getting yoga, and not even just yoga in quotes. I'm talking like a yoga mat and doing some stretches with some, incense burning. I don't know if you've been doing that lately or something. Breathing in kind of incense or something like that. Wow, this moon is gorgeous. The Hermit. Okay, makes sense. Hermiting. Okay, yeah. You could be picking up a new study, a new class, a new book that's just like bam, wham, hits, like loving it, totally like face in book. Something that's really captivating and really up your alley coming in. Oh yeah, you're working on something. Are you going back to school? You're working on something, going to the library, like you're in your studious era, or you're working on something, and your creative juices are flowing, and it's like in a real way. It's like it's really gonna pay off though. It's not just like to help pass the time. This is something really productive. This is a period of great productivity. I'm also getting this interesting energy. Well, first off, of mountains, enjoying mountain energy, mountain vibes, but also this like appreciation for the winter months, which makes me happy getting that energy for you, whether it's been happening yet or not. Because I went outside yesterday when it was like dark and cold out, and I'm like, this is beautiful. I'm kind of picking that energy up from your cards right here. Like going outside and just like falling in love with the winter. Maybe you hate the winter, This is also the energy of like stepping back from the world. It's like, how like effed everything is, all the issues. I feel like you might be seeing the bigger picture, and you might feel like not everyone around you, like, you might be ignoring it, or I don't know. know, there's something here about you seeing the bigger picture. Okay, seeing beyond, material, the beyond yourself and like status and materialism and blah 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 blah. Okay. And when you're yeah, wow, justice is coming to you in the form of generational wealth. I'm getting like whatever you were working on now is going to pay off. Like you don't see it yet. I think you feel it's a good direction, but like you will see it eventually. It will pay off from the 8 to 10 of Pentacles. You'll be healing also some lack mentality, and your justice for doing that work, this hard work, will be abundant. And the kind that lasts, that you can pass along. Whatever you're doing, keep working at it. It might not be, paying the bills right now, or it might be paycheck to paycheck right now, but it won't be like this forever. Whatever you're doing will pay off. And that goes with your state of mind right now. Your mentality is a part of that too. However you're seeing things, your perspective, this hermit kind of keeping, I don't know, this hermit kind of mode, even when you're out in public, kind of like, I'm getting like a tightening of your aura. Like being more learning the secrets of self-containment. Regardless of how you feel, how you're feeling, happy, like ecstatic, happy, blissful, sad, pissed off, doesn't really matter. There's this like containment that's very, really healing for you right now. And it's also going to contribute to this abundance that you're manifesting. Okay. Okay, well, I got good energy for you, Kenza. Should I get into X work? I don't know what that means. How would that go for me? African, I don't know what that means. You're welcome, Stella. Is anyone here? Am I getting any? Oh, wait, okay. I live by the mountains. Of course. Hi, Mars. You can post your question. I do hate the winter. I've been trying to avoid. Yeah, this is like, you don't need the news. Like, you just know. This is the hermit. This is like avoiding outside world because you know enough kind of thing. It's like just knowing. It's like, it's enough to just know, and it's informing your decisions. You're going to be making really smart and wise decisions. I don't know. That's the energy that this full moon's bringing to you. Okay, Mariette. I want to wait for African. African, can you retype your question? I don't really get it. I'm a little confused by what you mean. What's X work? Oh, sex? Sex work. Is that what you mean? Let me see. I think that's what you mean. Okay, let's see. Should African get into X work? How would that go for her? All right. Should African get into cuddles for cash? How would that go for her? Hi, Aubrey. If you haven't posted your question yet, post your question. Stella, didn't I answer you already? Yeah, I think I answered you already. Okay. Okay. Um, okay. You, it will work out for you, but you have to be, I mean, why wouldn't it work out for you? You have great energy. You're gorgeous. Your body is tea, hair tea, like personality tea, you know? Why wouldn't it work out for you? There's no reason why it couldn't. Um, However, and you have the ability to like lift people. It's not even just about the ex. It's like you have the ability to lift up people up. It's like I feel like you know that like people will be coming to you for all different types of reasons. They might not always be in the best place, you know, in their life or whatever. Um, because I mean, like, who isn't? You know, we all have our ways of dealing with that. And I feel like you're gonna lift people up, and I feel like you're gonna feel like you're getting paid to be yourself in some respect. Okay, so that's all fine and dandy. There is issues here about you wanting to keep it in the dark or something. Like there's gossip. First off, there's comparing yourself to other people. This like comparing it, and it might creep up on you into the, you know, later into the future where you're comparing your path to other people. And this is also a gossip card, what other people think or what other people say. So if you do get into it, you have to think well into the future. You have to think into the future, and you can't go just based off of the now and your emotions and how things feel. It's important to really, you know, project outcomes and see all the different paths and really lay out your boundaries and have really strong boundaries and really lay out a code and like a path out for yourself. Um, Considering the fact that everything that's done in the dark will come out to light, even if it doesn't. Be prepared for that possibility, and it will really protect your integrity and your spirit. Okay. Okay, who's here? Let's see. All right. All right, if you're here, can you please repost your question? So if you are here, I'm sorry, even if you, okay, Maritet, I see yours actually. I'll do Maritet. Will MA accept my friend request? Will MA accept my friend requests? Yeah. Um, Wait. Yeah, they will. When they see it, they will. When they see it, they will. High fire. I love the rainbow. Infinity. Yeah, when they see it, they will. They're working or they're busy. Like they're like busy, busy with their lists or work or some type of projects. They don't see it yet, but when they will, it'll be like, oh, it's, you know, it's Maritet, you know. Okay. What's coming towards me in career in the next 3 months? And Maritet, I see that happening in the next 24 hours. Okay. What's coming towards me in career in the next 3 months? 1, 2, 3. What's career looking like? Oh, I see a period of growth, Infinity. I'm saying like even if like things feel like it's taking forever or something. I feel like you're creating something beautiful, or at least like that's your intention. Something's incubating, something really good. Okay. Um, so take care of yourself. All right. Just like an actual pregnant lady, like an actual pregnant lady, you know, like it can take a lot out of you to create something, you know, to have a creative project, so to speak, and to bring that into reality. Like a pregnant woman after she gives birth, like, and like even during the like you need to take care of yourself, and it can really take a lot of, you know, out of you. Um, so self-care is important so that you can continue breathing life into everything that you do. You don't get burnt out. But I see a lot of love around you. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what's coming towards me in career in the next 3 months? I'm not sure if you're currently employed or not. I don't know your situation, but I'm gonna read the energy. So month one. So I'm assuming this is this month, December. This is a month that's supposed to be emotional renewal. Okay, you're gonna be feeling new feelings towards people. Maybe someone that has been pissing you off. You're gonna, you know, change your mind about them. You know, um they're gonna change your mind. They're gonna make you feel something different. And then maybe someone that you really really liked, it's gonna flip flop. You're going to have an emotional renewal and more clarity emotionally. Okay, and it's going to be invigorating, rejuvenating, nourishing, uplifting. Even if you cry, it's going to be positive. It's going to put you on a positive path and really help hash out what your desires are. What makes me happy? What do I want? How can I get what I want? How can I remove the barriers that are keeping me from my goals? Okay. How can I remove the barriers keeping me from my goals? Okay, and focus more on my behavior rather than what's going on in my head or things that I can't control or my emotions. Okay, so this is really renewing that. Okay, and then next month, I'm guessing January, this is you saying no and walking away from the bullshit. You're like, I'm done trying to figure out, you know, trying to make sense of the chaos. Like, I know this doesn't make sense. I'm emotionally clear. Okay, I know how it feels when I'm being guided by spirit. You know, like you're gonna be on path and you're gonna be saying no more to try and figure out the bullshit. Okay, you've done some work here to where you're ready to do this. You have that clarity emotionally to do this. So you're gonna be saying no to bullshit. And then on month 3, so what, February, I see you making a decision between material, practical paths, between paths in life. Okay. I see you kind of weighing out your decisions and your priorities. I see you really focusing on your day-to-day stuff, your schedule. Okay, maybe this is something you can start doing now. Maybe you can cut the bullshit out now, but you can't really rush the timeline. Okay, things will happen as they will, but maybe you could speed up the process a little bit if you needed to. Okay, because you don't have to, you know, you can say no to the bullshit right now. Anyway, regardless, things are happening as they will, and I see you moving up to a new opportunity. There's going to be a need for you to be disciplined, to be really conscientious of your time, you know, your schedule, having like a watch on you, and being realistic. In month 3, I'm seeing a job here and a rebalancing, reshaping of your priorities. Okay. What changes and energy shift will happen in my life if I move to the room of the house where my parents live? I live in the other house alone. I have no idea what that living situation is, but I'm going to read your question for you. Okay. All right. What shift would happen if Binish makes this move? What shift will occur if when Binish makes this move? One. Oh, okay. That's the move. All right, here. I'm seeing there's going to be a need to clear out energy, okay? This can be moving from your room, clearing that old energy out and making that move to a place that makes you feel more communal. There's more community energy. This is moving away from like just being stuck alone with your feelings, you know, and moving towards a more community base. This is a craving community, going back, moving back to community, refocusing your life around others and taking less focus on yourself and all that. Another shift that will happen will be you being like, energetically cleaning your space. There's a shift here of you being more in tune with your surroundings and like your objects and like the energy of a space. Okay. There's also be a shift in your body language. I'm getting like I'm actually seeing like the evolution from like a monkey to Homo sapien. But what that really is like a more straightening out of your posture, standing more tall, getting more air into your chest, opening up that heart chakra and letting the air in, and having a lot of stress lifted off of you. Is a big shift that I'm seeing, but the biggest one is definitely moving from being more self-focused and being alone with your feelings, and moving shifting more into a community base where you're more focused on other people, and the color will kind of come back into your life. Sunshine. Hi, there's no list. You guys can just post your questions. If you can come back whenever you can leave and come back, I'll just put the questions right here on the screen so you know when I did yours. Okay. Hey, I hope you guys are enjoying this full moon. It's kind of freaking gorgeous. I can see it right through my window. It's like perfect. It's a perfect view. It's gorgeous. All right. What's coming towards me in love for long-term stable relationship? For sunshine. Sunshine. Wait, what's coming towards sunshine? Okay. All right. You're working on it. Okay. I think you have a vision, and that's a beautiful thing. I feel like you're manifesting someone who also like wants to build it, like, not just get a relationship and blah 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 because they have to or should, but someone who really has a vision for like wanting to create their kingdom, an empire, looking for like their other half to do this with. Okay. um and I see you kind of meeting a lot of different people and like narrowing it down. I see you narrowing it down. I see you being a little bit perfectionist tendencies, which isn't a bad thing, but um, it can. You have to kind of feel like you're still learning how to tell the difference between trees and wood. Okay. Um, and I feel like you're going to be seeing the bigger picture here. But whatever you're working on now, it's like you are kind of creating your world building at the moment, and you're trying to create a life that you are excited to share with someone else and build up from that. Okay. And in the process, it's like narrowing down what you like, what you don't like. And man, I see an emperor coming towards you. I see the real deal here. Okay. Yeah. So definitely get out of your head. Okay, and there's something really important for that, telling the difference, learning the difference between trees and wood. You know, something that's sustaining and something that you can just use, right? Because I'm seeing there's the right looking person on one hand who is like the perfect partner. And then on the other hand, someone who looks, you like the way that they look, but they like are full of anxiety, they're insecure, and they use their words and their authority to hurt people and to harm people. And they're not open. Okay, so you have to be careful to you know, learn the difference between that. And yeah, I see you manifesting a very stable partner. Okay, it's been a few hours. What do you mean? All right, what's right, the friend request. Yeah, repost if I skipped you. Sorry. What is coming in the next 4 months for Ariba? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Makes sense. He works a lot. Yeah, that's what it is. What's coming in the next 4 months? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay, you're exhausted. You're feeling a little down on your luck, okay? You really need to surround yourself with the right energy, the right people. You need to consume the right things, be it food, information, media, whatever it is, whatever you're taking in, make sure you're paying attention to how it's making you feel. And you might be getting headaches. I don't know if you realize it, but you have your head, you need to rest a little bit, and you need to surround yourself with this positive energy. And I see by January, there's going to be recognition, because I feel like you've been fighting so long and hard, and maybe you're trying to like escape the lack of support that you feel um, after overcoming all these challenges and fighting these battles, you know. But again, it's so important to focus on what you surround yourself with to avoid burnout, and it will pay off with recognition and support in January. You're going to be recognized for something. I don't really know exactly what it is. So stand your ground. Keep going. Don't give up. Something really positive is coming. Wow, this is what it is. It's going to be revealed to you that this is what, February. You're going to be exalted almost into like a leadership role. It's like you're gonna get your zhuzh back. Like Mama's gonna get her groove back. You're gonna rise up to like the throne or something. I don't know. It's like you might be feeling dejected, and you're gonna remember who the fuck you are. Excuse my French. Okay. Don't wait for outside validation. And by February, I see you saying no to bullshit. I see you walking away from the bullshit. You're going to be feeling confident, sexy, cool, inspired. Oh my God, you can do anything. Honestly, don't seek that validation, because in 3 months, you're going to be wishing that you didn't sooner. Because once you get it, you're going to be like, I already know. And then you're going to have that power to say no to the bullshit. Okay. You're going to have a lot more energy to keep going. Okay. Will my business that I'm about to start be successful? Will my business that I'm about to start be successful? Yeah. There's some type of transformation that you need to make emotionally. Okay. Wow, like you have the skills, you have the craft, like you got it going on. You have everything that it takes to do this, okay? But there's some type of emotional habit, impulse that you've been doing maybe since you've been your whole life. Maybe maybe it's some trauma to do with a parent, maybe a father figure. When it comes to taking responsibility for how other people feel, feeling responsible for other people's happiness, overgiving, people pleasing, maybe not everybody, but specific people who are emotionally vampiric almost. I'm not saying that they're bad people. Maybe they don't know any better. Who knows? But this is a leveling up and a maturing emotionally for you. And I see the transformation occurring. So that, right. So that you say, again, I'm seeing people saying no to the bullshit. Having the strength to be a wise counsel, to be emotionally wise without doing all the work for everybody else, without shouldering the burdens for everybody else. Okay. This is being compassionate, but with boundaries. And this is due to emotionally maturing and cutting out old habits or maladaptive behaviors. Okay. But yeah, it's looking good. And delegating too. Like you can't do it. Yeah. Anyway, what's the energy? That was for TS. I forgot to do that. Okay. What's the energy of situation between Scorpio and Miss W currently? Let's see. Mrs. W. All right. Scorpio and W. What is it right now? It's all work, business. It's business. He's a bit distant. Okay, this is all business. And because he's all business right now, and there's other people involved, I'm getting, he's distancing himself. Okay, this is weird. Okay, because he's gone all strictly business with Miss W and tends to only be around her when there's other people there around and not letting, being alone with her. Because he's been doing that when he is alone with her, she feels like smaller than him. She's feeling kind of burdened by him distancing himself from her emotionally. And she's feeling, this is kind of weird. She wants to walk away, but her ego, she's like waiting it out to see if anything changes because her pride, because of ego and pride. Kind of weird dynamic, but I'm getting like father-daughter type energy right now, which is weird. I don't know what that's about. All right. What's coming towards Stella? Is it Stella Marie? Whatever. Okay. What's coming towards me in love? Let's see. What's coming towards me in love? Me too, Infinity. Wow, I just got like mental battle. I'm getting some like pretty harsh cards. There's some battles that you need to fight. First, there's some type of like mental pattern or like negative thinking, low vibrational like people around you, or like this war energy. I feel like you're like in a war zone, and like it has to end in order for you to get to have like a good night's sleep or something. I don't know what this is. But there's some type of like deceit, or not deceit, what's the word? Like win at all costs energy around you. Like people that really kind of bring out the worst in you and like don't really bring out loving energies. It's more like they give you anxiety to make you cry or make you feel like, there's only winners and losers, and I'm nobody's fool, I'm not gonna be an idiot, which is understandable. Okay, I think you have to fight some battles, and something has to, you have to end something. This war, whether it's an internal turmoil, mental battles that you've been facing, people. People who are kind of stuck at a lower vibration, kind of bringing you into it, sucking you in. Once you kind of squash that, um, you will attract something when in love. But for now, it's a little bit rough energy. Okay. So yeah, something needs to end first. Some mental strife needs to end, in order for real love to come in. So yeah, I think you'll be on guard for a little while, um, until eventually, yeah. If you want to speed up that process, this is a card like acupuncture, chiropractor, doing like yoga, meditation could help. But yeah, I'm not seeing like a wealthy, stable provider type coming in until after, you know, this is over. Okay. Why did Scorpio give in to Miss W's demands to tarnish my rep publicly? If you have another question, you can post it, by the way. Anyone. Um, how do you, why? Because of gossip. Subconscious, there's a little subconscious action going on. I see a betrayal, and it's due to business and making the right strategic move for when it comes to group business dynamics in the workplace, and gossip and work relationships, and like managing priorities, prioritizing a group. I think it's like a group of three. I don't know why she feel I'm getting father-daughter relationship dynamic between them. But still, I'm getting the energy. It's almost like witch hunt energy. Um, it's almost like someone has to. It's like someone has to be the fall guy. I'm hearing the movie The Fall Guy. It looks like you need to stand up for yourself. Yeah. It looks like they used insecurities that you have against you. And there was some type of work benefit when it comes to their status or opportunities or work. I don't know. I'm sorry that happened. Okay, anything double audio? Okay, good. Anything random, please, for Mars. You're welcome. Anything random, so random. Okay. Ooh, there's a partnership alliance between. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm getting like a partnership slash alliance between like an older male and like a female who's younger. but like a witch or like into magic or something. Like I'm getting like a witch and a wizard coming together. What? Seriously though, that's how I'm feeling. It's like a witch and then a wizard coming together, joining forces, creating friction and like black magic. What the hell am I picking up on? Yeah, and waiting. Sending out prayers. I'm seeing there's some magic going on between two people. I'm getting a warlock or a wit or a wizard and then a witch on the other hand. I don't know if this is you and someone else or someone else looking at you or two people looking at you. I am getting some darker energies, but it looks like it might not be totally nefarious. They might have good intentions, which, I mean, if it's a witch and wizard, they know how to use magic to like have good intentions, like they know how to manipulate. So it's hard to really tell if their intentions really are, if they really know they have good intentions, or they just know how to make it seem like they have good intentions, and that's just a part of their magic. It's really hard to tell. But someone gave them the boot. I don't know. Someone booted them out. Someone like peeped this and was just like, that's too much power. That's too much power. It's too heavy for me. I don't want that type of power. Like, I just want to be myself. I don't want to be anything. I just want to be myself. I don't know what that's about. There's like, they kind of gave them the boot. But I see that they have like love for them. This is weird. It's like not in a mean way. This is weird with the Page of Wands. This is like, and just like this is also a good news card. It's just like, it's almost like I'm not mad at you. Like, this is like good news. It's almost like giving someone the boot and paired with good news. So it's just this kind of like thank you, but no thanks, or no thank you, but thanks for offering. Like, I love that for you type energy. But like, this did cause a lot of sadness though. I think this was like a loss on some level. This was a loss on some level. And it may have caused a lot of drama in the family. And it was just totally unexpected, because I am seeing this person being really like, innocent about it with the Page of Wands. This is young, youthful energy, maybe immature. Maybe this is someone who could have benefited from thinking ahead a little bit. I don't really know what advice I would have given them in the past, but it led to like hurt feelings or grief, or like maybe like I could have done something different. It's just like whoever this younger, youthful energy is, like really sad about however this turned out. And it was definitely not their intention either. It comes back to intentions. They want it to be over. They feel like it'll never be the same again. I don't know. I'm kind of getting like really sad. Honestly, I kind of relate to that. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I'm getting in Mars. That's kind of random. Okay, hopefully there will be abundance coming in. Thank you, Luna. Yeah, I have been feeling burnt out, so that's nice to hear. Good. Currently, the room is getting renovated where I want to move. Ah, I see. Okay, can I ask if M is interested in me romantically? Can I ask if M is interested in me romantically? Yes. Yes. I do. I think you stood out from the crowd in some way. I think this is someone who has options. I think they're an attractive person. I feel like, in a good way. You don't want to be someone's only choice, but like to them it's kind of like obviously like this person stands out. It's kind of clear to them that you kind of stand out a little bit. I don't know if maybe they will let you know that. I do see some type of like crush. I see a crush here. I see things kind of being lighthearted, but underneath that, it's kind of like you can maybe see in their eyes that like there's something a little bit more going on, but it's still in the early stages. It's still cute and fun, so enjoy the ride. What's coming for T sharing Choki financially? Okay, what's coming for T sharing Choki financially? Okay. Quick movement. Oh, wow. Okay, okay, I feel like it's been a long road. Okay, it's been a long time. Wow, you've really come a long way. Maybe from nothing. Honestly, maybe. But I feel like you've recently unblocked a lot of things. I feel like things are really set into motion. If they haven't already, they will be very soon. And it's inevitably going to be leading you to luxury, maybe buying new clothes, just kind of having the money that, enough money to kind of just get what you want, within reason and understanding. This isn't the 10 of Pentacles like loaded, but this is like doing well for yourself, being able to support yourself, and then again, being able to buy what it is that you want. It's looking good. And this is also sustainable too. So this isn't just like a windfall, like, winning the, $500 in the lottery. This is like a consistent job or like a week, like something reliable and stable. Okay. It's a wish come true. It's a fulfillment after lots of headaches. Long time coming. You've worked really hard though. You've overcome a lot of blockages. So good for you. Congratulations. Oh, well, oh, you were okay. I'm glad that you said that. So this anger and like crying, you're letting go. What's happening to you is that you are unblocking your chakras, okay, or whatever you want, your energy. Okay, all those emotions have been in your body and they need to come out. And that's what's blocking the motion from happening. Those emotions need to come out for you to get into motion and for things to get unclogged and for things to start flowing again so you can keep that blood pumping and you can get moving. Okay. Um, but it's necessary to get through that so that you can make it to you have to go through those early stages of the emotions of the cups in order to make it to the 9 of cups. It's a prerequisite. It has to happen in order for you to know who you are, where you stand, and what you want. If you don't know how you feel, if you don't get all that out of your system, you'll never know what you truly want. You'll never be fulfilled. So this is the first step to really unblocking all that. Okay. And it's moving to the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm not just saying things to make you happy. 8 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Okay. Can I expect my crush to eventually ask me out in the future? I do feel like he likes me as well, if I'm not so Lulu. I know what you mean. Let's see. Will the crush eventually ask out Sonia in the future? Maybe. You're gonna definitely have to like help push this along. All right. Yeah, yeah. It's not going to just happen on its own. This person definitely needs a little encouragement. Um, but I do see him wanting to. I'm inclined to say yes, but it's going to require you to drop your handkerchief, so to speak, right? So that he can pick it up and give it to you, and you can spark that conversation. Okay. I have a crush on this guy, Miles. What is the energy I pick up between them? Let's see. What's the energy between Healing Hearts and Miles? What's the energy? Oh, it's good energy. I'm getting lovers. This person definitely is maybe a little bit emotionally distant, but it's just because they work really hard. I feel like this person's a really hard worker and they're really, determined to keep moving forward and to get everything done. Okay. But they are truly guided by their deeper feelings. I'm getting good energy, honestly. I'm not saying this is who you're gonna marry or anything, but or if this won't change at all, but right now I'm getting that this person, even if they, keep a stiff upper lip, they're guided in this connection from a place of emotions, whether they can express that directly through words of affirmation or not. They will show it in other ways. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, sunshine. Sunshine. Well, I did Scorpio give in to Miss W. I did that one, right? Yeah. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. Is M interested in me romantically? They dragged me into their drama. Ew. Is M interested in me romantically? Ooh. Massa, be careful with M. They're attracted to you, but I want to say physically. This is toxic energy. They're sexually attracted to you. They might just be into one thing, so be careful. Can I expect my crush to eventually ask me out? And hey, if Massa, if you're, I'm not hating. If that sounds good to you, you know, go for it. I mean, we all want it, go for it. But just know that this isn't. Don't expect anything out of it, okay? And then who knows what could happen. But be careful, protect yourself. I personally would say avoid it. That's just me, though. Can I expect my crush to eventually ask me out? Sonia. No, they would definitely need some encouragement. I'm getting more like one person is watching someone else not doing it much. There's some flirting, but it's not really going anywhere because of wanting to keep up like appearances almost, like trying to like play it cool in a way. So as the energy is right now, I want to say no. You definitely need some encouragement. Yes, distance from her and now working closer to me. So I think she wants to throw a grenade my way. Weird. Oh, wow. Interesting. Nope, not the same, but always confused with her. Oh, that's funny, Stella. I'm glad I got to your reading. I don't know if I missed mine. I just did yours, Mars. Mars, did that make any sense to you? Mars, I hope, are you still here, Mars? I think yours, Mars, if you're still here, I'm gonna be honest with you, it was really extremely hard for me to tell the intentions. That would have to be a separate question. If you have another question regarding that, if you're still here, you can post it and I'll do another one. I've been surrounded by very toxic people most of my life and cut off a lot permanently. Okay. What's coming towards, I hope everyone who was confused if they went or not was able to see their question. I know I did Sonia. I did 2 questions for Sonia. So look, I've been trying my best to put the names up on the questions. I think I've been doing okay. So look for your name on the screen. Okay. What's coming towards me in love life? What's coming towards Sunse? What's coming towards Suns in love life? Oh. Wow. There's some type of like energy that you are defeating when it comes to love. There's some energy, reoccurring theme, reoccurring type of person energy that you need to defeat in order for you to feel like you can move forward, in order to get your justice, in order to like move on. But it's not even just move on. It's more like you're being supported in this. This isn't just like needing closure. This is like, what the hell? Hold on. 1 second. Sorry. Oh, Cass, you didn't have to do that. You can just post a question and I'll answer for you. Oh, I love you. 1 second. Okay. Suns. I'm looking up a combination really quick. A card combination. Yeah, so there's a subtle, okay, this is kind of just repeating what I said. This is subtle victory, one who hardly ever gets into fights, but when they do, it's a subtle victory. Very strategic, also really supported. Again, this, like, you're very supported. And there's also a message here that says, like, don't be afraid of being crazy. Don't let that be what's stopping you, like, from doing what you need to do and what you feel guided and supported to do. Because it doesn't really matter what this person says to try to win over you. He can call you whatever he wants. But when you subtly get your victory, it will speak for itself. And crazy or not, you will come out of this lovable. This is lovable energy. You are lovable. Right? You will get justice over a situation in love, and that has to happen, and you'll get your hope back. And you'll be set back on course, and you'll start over fresh. And you'll have a newfound respect for yourself and others for you, and more equal exchange, getting paid higher status, higher value. A more emotional balance is coming your way, and your spirit guides are helping you balance this out. Interesting for Suns. A witch and wizard. I guess I'll be the warlock then. Is it 2 or 3 people? Yeah. Yeah, Mars, you're gonna have to ask, post in the chat. Does my father have bad intentions? I heard he was bad-mouthing me. God damn. Treachery. Treachery. Let's see. Does my father have bad intentions toward me? I heard he was bad-mouthing me. Let's see. Hey, show me Dad, Stella, for Stella. Damn, yeah, he was. His intentions is to win. He might not agree with, like, this is weird. He might, like, I don't know how you, he might not agree with your lifestyle, and that's what this is about. I don't think he was, you know, okay. It might feel personal, you know what I mean? But it has to, but it was more like superficial type stuff. This is like win at all costs. Maybe you're doing something he doesn't agree with. He doesn't agree with your lifestyle or the way you dress or your blah, 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 what you believe in. If you're a vegetarian, he's talking shit, you know, I don't know what it is, but that's what it is. Maybe how you spend your money, even though you're doing well for yourself. And in your beliefs around work and relationships, maybe. This is getting classic generations not quite understanding each other. Okay. His intentions, he wants to be right. He wants to be right. Okay. And he wants you to know that you're wrong, or other people at least. And a lot of it too is just talking out of his ass. Okay. Just feeling frustrated and anxious and just running his mouth. Okay. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, everybody. It was something about his smile. Very early. Thank you. You're welcome. Is it because he doesn't know I like him? Because I've tried giving hints. God, they can be dumb. People can be dumb sometimes. All right. Is it because he doesn't know I like him? Is this why? Yeah, he's kind of in his own world a little bit. King of Pentacles, focused on school, work, whatever he's up to. He has his eyes, he's like focused inside. He has his eyes closed in this card. And he's very like, oh. Yeah, he's very like cautious and balanced and like working with divine timing because he's avoiding toxic situations or like heartbreak or miscommunications. This person likes to take things slow and build things steadily. That's just energy I'm picking up based off of that. Hi, Kimberly. I'm doing good. Happy Gemini full moon or whatever. Okay, let's check into Marshall. How does Marshall currently feel about Kimberly? Can you please have an update on Marshall for Kimberly? How is Marshall currently feeling about Kim? Interesting. I'm getting this background energy of like forgetting about a fight, like not caring anymore. Like, yeah, like forgetting about a conflict that you had or a conflict moving into the past and fears around it or something. I don't know what that is, but how does he feel currently? Oh, I'm getting like happy. Yeah, he's come to like a place of peace. I don't know. He loves you. He's made a decision to like put down the sword almost and just like this is family, love, community, support. This is like the rainbow after the storm. Yeah, that's really positive. Hi. Oh, I'm so glad that you've made it. Oh, I don't know, Maza. I'm sorry. Okay, Cassie. A general love reading for Cassie. Hi, everybody coming in. Hi, new people. Feel free to subscribe if you feel like it. You really don't have to. Okay, Cass. A page of wands. That's usually your sun. I know your sun comes out as a page of wands. So be careful of... Okay, I'm getting like two things. I'm getting be careful of like people that you feel like you have to like mother, or people who are lost and like a lot of fun to be around and like make you happy and stuff, but maybe they're just better as friends, you know, type energy. And I'm also getting like you've come a long way and like you're able to spot this more intuitively. Like it's more obvious and like this, yeah, it's like it's been brought to the light for you in some way, shape, or form. Okay. But I am getting good news coming. Good news coming. Um Focusing, yeah, good news coming and really helping kind of relieve and ease that anxiety. Some darker moods that can be um that you can get pulled out of with some good news that's coming. Okay, committed. Okay, I see you committed to your lifestyle. Oh wow. Okay, I'm getting, when it comes to love, this is like you falling in, like you loving certain activities or like a lifestyle or a way of life. Like you kind of really falling in love with your life or like creating that life that you would love. And then I see you like, girl, I really think that you're going to get married again. Or were you ever? I don't know. I see you getting married. Okay. Is that a lot to just throw on you? Um, I don't know when or who or what, but I do see that in the cards for you. I think that's going to be happening, and I think it's going to be a good situation. Yeah. But before that happens, yeah, I'm seeing you committing to a lifestyle and like, you know, when you pick something and you know how they say, like, if you want to master life or find out the meaning of life, then master a subject. Like, basically, if you learn enough about any subject, that it will kind of like make sense of it's like wisdom and like a metaphor for all of life or whatever. I forget how the saying actually goes, but I'm seeing this type of energy for you. Um, Whether it's a hobby, whether it's hiking or a job, I don't know. It could be anything, but it's going to be aligning you with with a like-minded person, people, and then a person. And I see a commitment. Wow, confirmation with the Hierophant, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Wands, confirmation with the Four of Wands about a ceremony, commitment. Wow. What's that saying? Help me, what's that saying? 1 second. Love, please, for Cassie. I'll pull an oracle card for you real quick, babe. It's about staying curious about the world. I'm seeing you like so responsible and like having like a lot of like you're so responsible. You are responsible for so much. You know, like you are in charge of keeping your world spinning. Okay, and this is urging you to stay curious. Okay, stay curious about what you're capable of doing. Um, Stay curious about people and keeping that open mind and asking questions and 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 looking into things that stimulate you. It keeps you stimulated to really lighten things up for you. Okay. and that will somehow is involved with you kind of with this life, this love situation. Yeah, being open. There is an opportunity here to make a choice between what's familiar to you and the beautiful unknown. I'm hearing it put like that. Okay. And to do it wholeheartedly, also. Yeah. Getting really shimmery, like shimmery Gemini. That was very Gemini energy. That was Gemini vibes in that reading. So that's fun. That's really fun. Girl, I don't know. Maybe you're speaking that into existence. I don't know. Hey. Oh, you're welcome, Stella. He lies so he can be right even when he isn't. Oh, damn. Ew. That will only get worse. Okay? If someone's lying now, it'll only get worse. Trust me. I love that. Me too. That was really nice. Mm-hmm. Yes. You can donate too. You can just, if you have another question, I wasn't going to take paid, but if you want to, you can. Yeah, keep that energy flowing. That's fine. But if you have another question, you can just post it. I mean, everyone, go for it. Um, I'm probably gonna be doing my streams like this from now on because I don't have as much time these days. Uh, um, but I can. I'm. I don't want to make promises I can't keep. But I've been pretty consistent up until now. I've been pretty consistently going on at full moons. That's my goal. Every new cycle, once a month at least. That's like the bare minimum. On the full moon, um, which goes with my channel, Luna, right? So that's my intention. So hopefully I can keep it up. But yeah. It's $5 a question. I said he liked you and then later did it again, so it's only physical. Okay, let me get some clarity. All right. Because I'm gonna get clarity because sometimes my deck tries to give me warnings. Like sometimes my deck will tell me like you already read this question. It'll like try to give me a it'll be trying to tell me something and I won't pick it up intuitively on accident. My own mind will take over spirit. So let me see if that was spirit telling me to stop or if that was a message for you, okay? Okay. Get this clarity. Does he like her? This is only physical. Judgment. Judgment card is out. Okay, final judgment, please. Okay, interesting. Okay, that was more icy. There's potential. This person likes you. There's something about you that fits in well with their life. Okay. As far as they can tell. I don't know if you have the same type of background, similar traditions, culture, same school. I don't know. You guys just look good together or like you have common whatever. You guys have good chemistry. There's something about you and the connection that like, wow, this person could actually like fit into my life kind of well for whatever it is. It's too soon to tell, but I can kind of like picture some things with them. Okay. But there is a physical attraction that can take over like it can overwhelm other potentials of the connection, if that makes sense. Okay. The key here is to have balance between your higher self, your your sexual mature self, and then your inner child. Okay. So between your higher self, that animal nature, and your inner child, all needs to be in coherence and in balance and in communication with each other to maintain that balance, that one doesn't take over. Okay. Because there is potential for this to for the attraction here to take over. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Oh, you're welcome, Sons. Let me know if L is in a committed relationship. Hi, Penelope. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, Master, you're gonna have to definitely explore and create a bond that's more than just the surface level with this person. Okay. Okay. May I know if L is in a committed relationship? I think they are. I want to say that they are. Yeah, they are. Or they want to be. So if they're not, then they're stuck in a cycle with, they're stuck on someone. They're stuck in a loop about a specific person. And if they're not in a relationship, and if they are in a relationship, then they are in it with another person. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Stella. Hi, there's no list. You can just post your question. Hi, Kimberly. Oh, you're welcome. I mean, I love that. I have a strong feeling I'm gonna get married. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely got that. Really strong. Mm-hmm. It's just that he likes me, or that's only physical, if that makes sense. Okay, I hope I answered that concern. And if you take this one, how does Scorpio feel about doing you dirty? I pull them up on it, and we'll take it further without getting into the mudslinging. Okay. Okay. How does Scorpio feel about it? How does Scorpio feel? There's his feelings. Okay. Okay. Wow, he's so sick of the bullshit at work. He's actually considering, he's not going to because he's so locked into this job, but he's like thinking about leaving this job. Like he thinks about it. He's like, maybe I should just leave. Literally. He won't though. Okay, so how does he feel? No, that could change though. Anyway, how does he feel? Hmm. He feels back and forth. He feels back and forth. Like he feels like he's being pulled in different directions. Um, it looks like a part of his reasoning, I missed this the first time. It looks like a part of his reasoning was like he did that because he felt like at the time that he needed support. Like that's what he needed to do to get the support that he needed when he was in like a crisis, like a mini crisis moment. Like he panicked or something. Whether it looked like that or not on the surface, that's the energy behind it. Yeah, he gets pulled in between like business, like business as usual, like it's just business, like, you know. It's not personal, it's business type energy, and then like this emotional energy, like thinking about connection. So he's in this kind of push and pull battle between his head and his heart, his ego and his, you know, his like true self or whatever. Yeah. In a weird way, he also feels like it's bringing you back together. It's bringing you together again. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But it's definitely this up and down, back and forth relationship. He's imbalanced. I have another quick question. Should I move on for Ravello for good? Let's see. Should I move on from Riviello for good? Guidance for Cass when it comes to this person. Please. Guidance for Cass. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, there's hope. Okay. King of Cups. Ugh. Why are you making it confusing? What the fuck? 1 second. So this is about priorities. Between the emotional highs between the prioritizing your life, between the emotional or considering the emotional highs with the emotional lows. This is like high highs, low lows. High highs, low lows. Either way, this has been a catalyst for you to like have some type of like resurfacing, or like, how do I want to say that? It's been a catalyst for like a like regrouping or like reworking your mindset or like how you think about your perspective or strategy, I want to say, when it comes to connections or a certain type of person. I'm just getting like, it's a little bit of a roller coaster. And it's not really telling me to tell you what to do, but it's saying like you have a lot to process within your emotional body. I think you're gonna have like a cathartic kind of release soon. This does recommend getting a massage if you have the extra cash to spend on yourself during holiday season, right? You know, but if you can work it out, maybe give that a shot. That's what this card's about as well. But it's really like asking yourself, like, how are you feeling collecting all your feelings, feeling them, and asking yourself, you know, what's important here. What's important for me to do, and you'll know. I obviously haven't gotten deep, but I'm hoping it isn't only. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a connection there and potential. It's all about how you navigate it. Yeah, you don't have to get deep as much as it's like well, I mean, like deep, like I don't know. Everyone has a different idea of what it is to be deep, you know. Like I was doing laundry and I was folding my socks and I couldn't find one of the pairs to my socks. And I told my boyfriend, like, I can't find my other sock, and he, like, it's missing. I'm missing like the other half of my sock, and he responded to me like, "Oh, that's deep," like that's getting deep. Sometimes like, like that shit is deep. Like talking about like that type of stuff, like that's getting deep. So maybe you're not gonna get there right away. But definitely, I wouldn't make decisions based on traumatic responses, or past patterns, or emotional decisions, or anything like that. Or like creating a trauma bond when there doesn't need to be one. Hey, may I ask if a stable romantic relationship is coming towards me in 2026? Let's see. There's potential. There's potential. It's way more in your hands. It's less. Okay, I feel like you are destined to meet somebody, but you're not destined to marry them or make them your boyfriend or get committed to someone. That's up to you. It's way more in your hands than you might think you're ready for, but you are ready for it. Spirit is going to put people on your path that are meant for you to meet. But it's up to you. It's in your hands to analyze them, get to know them, you know, to see who they are. And if it suits you, if it's what you want. Because it's up to you, Spirit says. It's in your hands. But they will definitely put things and people on your path. You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome, everybody. Yeah, it stresses me out. Get it. I totally get it. It did bring us to talk again, but what he did was not right way. Oh, you're welcome. Hi. Hello, Rich Risings, friend. Hello, hi, baby. Anyone has any more questions? Go ahead and post them. Good. I may take my time then to get to know them. Thank you. Yeah. There's potential. Okay, let's see. What will happen with my interview with OW? Is it better to do it next week or push it back? Let's see. What will happen with the interview? Okay, let's see what will happen. And then we'll go from there. I got you. Okay. Push it back. What will happen if meditation does it next week? You will feel, I don't know what's going to happen. if you do it sooner, but there's some type of like overwhelming, like wires getting crossed, something weird going on. But you'll get yeah, you'll get justice though. I'm reading this two ways. Like you will get your justice, or how does that phrase go? It will do you justice. Thank you, Spirit. It will do you justice to push it back, and also you are justified in doing so. Like it makes sense. Like it's fine. No issues there. Okay. How does Ty feel about me? Let's see. How does Ty feel about Cass? Yeah. Okay. How does Ty? Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay, I'm getting a connection. There's a bond here. There's attraction here. Feelings made things complicated though, but they're not gone. It's just there was like something clash. There was a clash. What's that called? Like not lack of chemistry, but like a mismatch at some point. Could be about like your values or how you deal with things emotionally or something like that. Something fundamental that kind of gave you a headache and maybe even triggered like a cycle or something. But sorry, I was kind of digging in a little deep there, but their feelings for you with the strength card is like this person has like saying strong feelings is kind of cop out. They have like really they're fond of you. They're fond of you. There's something about you that they're very fond of. I'm getting gleeful. Like you bring them glee. There's I feel like there's like an instant chemistry. But they're feeling like reserved though. You might feel like they're a little bit stubborn as well. Like they give you a lot of control in a way of like what happens next, about or stuff like that, which can be pretty empowering. Maybe you like that because I'm not seeing them as being weak at all. Just kind of more like low key. I don't know how to explain this. Like they're like a little like pet, like a little puppy. I don't know. Yeah. There is an emotional connection here, but it's definitely there's some passion, which is very necessary. But yeah, overall, I feel like they're very fond of you. That's just the word that I'm getting. And they kind of look up to you in some way, which makes sense with this like this person's gonna like touch you, like touch your hand or like bump into you or like touch your shoulder or something. Like oops. Do something as like an advance. I kept staring at me, and I don't know, I got annoyed. Yeah, something like that. It's like it's minor, but like, yeah. Dude, I could have guessed he was staring at you. The Page of Cups, of course, he was staring at you. Literally the fish staring at um the person. Anyway, that makes a lot of sense. I don't know. This is kind of cute energy. We shook hands and he lit up. Yeah, yeah. That's it. I like. Yes, yes. Definitely light. I like. See, I like this. Line them up. Um, I don't know. This is kind of cute. This is a little cute. Oh, okay. The fish. The fish. I'm getting, well, I'm getting Ravello. Was that his name? I'm getting his energy right now. This might be like healing for that. Emotionally renewing. Might help open you back up after that experience. Mexican sunflower. Is this person Hispanic, Mexican, Colombian? I don't know. Venezuelan? Who knows? I'm getting butterfly energy from them. I know you said they were Pisces, but I'm kind of getting a little bit of Gemini, like fluttery. Give them butterflies a little bit. What's this card say in the book? Hi Mohammed, I'll take yours next. Hi Violets, yeah, post your question. Okay, this says I magnetize my desires. Brilliant, bright. Yeah, it's soft. That's it. Like you make them soft, kind of like, yeah, we're talking about that. Like he's a little puppy. All right. Following the warmth of the summer sunlight, loved by the countless pollinators, this vivid blooming beacon of light invites company, connections, and resources to it with ease. That's you. That's how you feel. It's like, I'm drawn to you. Mexican sunflower is a reminder of how your own magnetic energy can draw your desires towards you with effortless simplicity. All you need is to tap into your most authentic forms of self-expression. This creates a natural radiance, and others may even comment that you are glowing. Embrace the magic and uniqueness within you. There is no hustle, striving, pushing, or prodding needed right now. No need to prove your worth. No need for song and dance to show the world that you are what you are made of. This is your time to simply be and be all of you, bold, authentic, and your whole self. A time to watch what wanders your way when you let yourself fully shine. Yeah, that's cute. But yeah, I'm getting the strength card for how he feels about you. But yeah, lol. Yeah, and I was getting his energy. Um, the card that I pulled for him was coming up, which is about like emotional release, um, like almost like needing to like cry it out or like run it out on a treadmill, sweat it out or something. But anyway, his energy was coming back in, which makes me think that this is like supposed to heal something that was triggered, and that's something that rubbed you the wrong way or made you self-doubt or made you kind of like turn inwards a little bit, invert you a little bit. This energy with Ty is supposed to like tell you, supposed to like set the record straight almost in a way, or like heal that, or reverse it in some way. Or at least, yeah, something like it. Yeah, that was a really nice card. It was really beautiful. Yeah, he hurt you. Yeah, yeah. This was meant to like, and that's the beautiful thing when you're shining too. Like you, I saw that there was still a connection. There's still a cord between you and Riviello. There's still a cord there. So like, this isn't, this shouldn't be like the MO or whatever. But like, Ravello will be able to sense when you are shining and like receiving love from people other than him. And he'll probably come back when he feels that. Yeah, he will. I just got confirmation. I'm willing to predict that once you're kind of feeling, right as rain and kind of able to like cry it out, I do see his energy crawling back. I do. And that will be something to, face when it comes. But yeah. Yeah, I definitely can say I saw that. All right. What do my spirit guides want me to know right now for Violet? What does Violet's spirit guides, Hi Elephant, want Violet to know right now? Oh, wow. Okay, wow, interesting. Things are really, really, really good. And I feel like things were going really well in your life, and you were, from that place, you were trying to go for something more, or so, you were trying to create something. You're trying to, manifest the dream job or the right job, and maybe it didn't really work out. Okay, maybe, you know, or seemingly it didn't work out. This is saying that it's it's like a boomerang effect occurring right now. And so maybe you're feeling a little bit disconnected from that joy that you started off with, that enthusiasm, but you're still so supported, not just by family, friends, or your community, but by like higher realms as well, and like your higher self, and natural forces that be working behind the scenes for you. So you might feel a little bit like, when's this going to happen? Like, maybe, is this meant for me? Like, is this going to work? Like, keep going. Okay. You will get your spark back and your magic back, and this will have a happy ending. You will be able to create this. You have what it takes. It's not close to being over yet. I'm hearing the night is young. Whatever that, the night is young. I don't know. Things are still culminating. It's taking a little bit longer for whatever reason. Maybe there's some reworking or balancing of your feminine energies that this kind of waiting, this downtime is meant to be used for, before you can kind of get back on that like rainbow, that rainbow train. I'm hearing rainbow train now. Rainbow slide. Anyway, this is more of like a time to be patient, a more subdued, low key time for nature, and something is manifesting for you. Okay, you definitely have what it takes: this talent, the skills, the know-how. You're on the right track. Okay, just make sure you're following your guidance. Gigi, oh, sorry, Gigi. I'm going backwards, and then I'll wait. I just want my love to let out all the anger, honestly, because I see her. I'm seeing her. Hi, Mohammed. Do you have a question? I'm going back to Gigi, and then I'll continue on. Okay. May I have a message from my angels or spirit guides? What do they want me to know for Gigi? What do Gigi's angels and spirit guides want Gigi to know? The adventure is coming. It's time to like get out into the world and say yes to things. They want you to know that nothing will resolve itself by doing nothing. You have to take action. You have to say yes to things. You need to get moving. If there's something that you're feeling like isn't resolving itself, if there's something that you want and it's just not happening, you're not going to work it out or get there by staying secluded or like, just thinking about it. There's this need to take action. Adventure is coming towards you, and they want you to go after it and watch um, how moving forward will resolve any challenges that you've been facing. You just need to be up to take it on. You need to be up for the challenge, to get out of your comfort zone, and to see what you're made of, see what you're capable of. Gigi. Okay. Yeah. And also see what others have to offer. And then there's a strong boundaries here too. This isn't about being swept off your feet and like la da, as much as it's about like just getting out there and seeing what happens. Okay. Superficial guys, yeah, me neither. Salmon, I love you, sweetheart. I need union with you. I'm not Salmon. I'm sorry, I don't know who Salmon is. Oh, you're welcome, Cassie. An uphill battle. What are you talking about? What is that? Yeah, that last, what time is it? Gigi, I just did yours right now. The last one I did was for you. Oh, you're welcome. Gigi, if it resonated, take it. Yeah, Violet. Yeah, don't give up. You guys are back to back for a reason. Okay. Honestly, you guys had really similar cards. You guys are both in the wands area. So both of your readings had a lot of wands. So you're kind of like in the same zone. So it would make sense for it to resonate with you. Scientifically or technically speaking. Is that word? Traditionally? I don't know. You feel me? Right. Is that everybody? Wow. Okay. Got to the end of the list. All right. So I'm going to pull a card for myself, see if anyone else comes in. And if not, I'm just going to head out. So let's see what my card is. Okay. Wow, now is the time to allow full and complete awareness of your experience and your feelings and to gather insights that emanate from clear thinking. All right. No, repost your question. Repost. Yeah, I got you. Let's see, general for my baby. General, please, for my baby. Oh, wow. Okay. So, wow. There was a connection. There was a connection that you felt like there was like a there was like a betrayal, and you felt gaslit. It's like you betrayed them or they betrayed you. Wait, what? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. You might have done something. It's hard for me. This is really back and forth. It's toxic, okay? So I'm not struggling a little bit. I don't know who started it or anything in the past. Honestly, this doesn't even matter anymore. Forget that. I'm seeing you no longer like fascinated almost by toxic situations. Like, at least to the point of like exhaustion. Like, I mean, I like a little, I like a drink, but after one drink, like, do you really need two, three, four, five? Like, how many drinks do you really need? You know what I mean? Like, one's enough to keep things spicy and interesting type energy. And I'm seeing you kind of like coming to a revelation or like meeting like, I don't know, meeting new people or like finding yourself in a new space where it's kind of like more balanced. It's more like where you want to be. Like, you're finding the place like where you want to be, and it's starting, it's triggering in a good way, initiating, so if you will, this new more watery path. I'm seeing you moving away from an imbalance of like too much swords and wands. Like, all anyone really needs is one sword. Like, does anyone really need more than one sword? You know what I mean? Like, one sword is enough for the average person in 2020, whatever. And I do believe that every woman should own a sword, just in generally speaking, but that's besides the point. And um and then fire too. Like, there's too much of that, and I see you moving from that after it's created this emotional turmoil, and you kind of balancing out with more of this watery path, like more of an intuitive, emotional, loving, maybe a little bit more dreamy to it, a little more blue, okay, path. And I see a new path of love opening up for you, okay, a new adventure when it comes to love. And whatever this new path is, it comes with a wink, okay? It comes with flirty eyes and a little bit of a twinkle. It's flirtatious, it's cute, it's surprising, okay? It's a little sassy, it's a little bit of a shoulder shrug and a pop of the hip. Okay, I'm getting like it's cute. All right. And it's going to be so healing, okay? And it's going to like help you express your creativity too. Um, and like how you dress as well is coming into play. But yeah, you're definitely seeing other options and like other ways to be. Like, there's other ways to be, and it's cool. This is cool. Hey Jay, how's you? I am. Yeah, that's good. All right, Jay, post your question. You've made it. You've made it on time. Post your question. Can we see how the toxic person, not you being toxic, just kidding. Yeah. Um, I do, Aw, Cass, I adore you. Do you have another question, or do you want an oracle card or anything? Aw, I love you. All right, can we see how the toxic person thinks about me? All right, we want to move away from how people feel and think about us, just because we're bad bitches. You know what I mean? Like, duh. But like, I can be nosy myself too. All right, they think that you've um transitioned. You've changed in some way. Like you're not the same person that you were. They see you as being more like, oh wow, yeah, like more confident. They see you being more like relaxed, more chill or something, for lack of a better word. Um, but yeah, they feel like you've transformed. There's a transformation. Let me look up something really quick. Yeah, the way they see you has changed. How they thought you were, you're not that way. So you could have proved them wrong or something like that, but it's more like, how do I want to say this? Like you're not afraid to do the dirty work. It's weird. Wait, hold on one second, and then I'm gonna do J. Yeah, like they thought that you're not as like you're more aware than than you were when you first met them. You're more confident. You're more, yeah, something. You changed up on them. Thank you. I couldn't find the words. Yeah, you did. Um, yeah, you rocked. There was a tower moment. You switched up on them. They thought that you were superficial or like didn't really get what was going on or something, and then they realized that yeah, you were on their level. You leveled up or something like that. Okay. Cass, did you? Oh, yeah, I see your question. How things play out if I make a move on Ty? Um, should I do? Wait, should I do J first? What should I? It's okay. Okay, Cass says it's okay. So let's do J. Anything that comes out for J. Anything that comes out for J. Huh. Looks like you, Jay, this is kind of not the message. This is a side note. Maybe you're kind of bummed out about a win that you had. This is weird. If someone was, I don't know, someone was kind of like throwing their weight around. Someone was throwing their weight around, and you kind of like knew where it was going or that they're on the wrong path, or like, I don't know, you like peeped it or like clocked something. That's someone throwing their weight around. And you kind of were like, you didn't like take the rope or like take the bait or something. You were more patient and like came up on top because of it. And it's interesting. It's like you didn't really want to. It's just it was more like circumstantial. It's like you didn't want to fight, and maybe you're a little bummed out about that situation. It's like you're just following what you felt was right, or like you're following spirit, or like what you like your beliefs, or like how you see life in your own perspective. And I think you're a little bummed out about the outcome, even though you technically came up, you know, on them. If that makes sense. That's weird. That's relevant right now. It's important for you to know that there's maybe an opportunity that's going to kind of like clean the slate almost, or like there'll be new opportunities. And this could even feel like a timeline shift. So, so keep your head up, okay? Because your future, your present and future actions can shift, can change the past, okay? I see that there's, wow, yeah, after that, I think it's important that that was mentioned, because that might have thrown you off a little bit. That might have like poured, like doused your fire, your motivation, or it was kind of just like a bummer. I'm hearing bummer again. Um, and it was hard for you to like, I don't know, it was just like hard to, I don't know, it was just a confusing time, a emotionally difficult time, you know. But you made through it, and there will be there's an adventure coming in. Spirit wants you to know that you managed to make the right moves and plans, even though it was confusing. You managed to do the right thing and stay with virtue. I'm hearing virtue, and your ships will be coming in. Okay, if you've made orders, you will be getting your packages in. Your packages will be coming in, and take that metaphorically, okay? And you picked out the right things. You did the right thing, and you're going to be picked up soon and taken to somewhere else. Okay, there's going to be an adventure coming. I'm seeing you. What will be required for you next is to take action, because things will be coming in, and opportunities will be showing up for you. And all you need to do is say yes, take action, keep it moving, and you'll get out of that feeling, of that stuck place you were in. When someone throws their weight around, it's like them, like, puffing up their chest, like acting tough, or like bossy even. How do I, you know, like, I'm like bragging. Someone that brags a lot, or thinks that like numbers are important, shit like that. Just like I looked it up, like unpleasantly self-assertive. You know, he didn't swagger or throw his weight around. What's it mean to throw? Use your position or influence to unfairly get what you want. His teammates didn't appreciate how he went and threw his weight around. Like someone with too much power, yeah, he shouldn't have it. Oh hell yeah, yeah. And you might have just been like, "What the? You're yeah." I see you just like not really buying into it, and you kind of like doing your own thing, and it's going to pay off. You're going to have opportunities open up for you because you stay true to yourself. So yeah. Anyway, Cass, thank you for being patient. Let's see. How will things play out if I make a move on Ty? Okay, there is a message, I have to say. There is a message about, like, you'll know, like, the energy will, like, speak for itself. Like, when you're in the moment, when you're in the zone, like, the energy will speak for itself. And, like, the plans will make themselves as they go. Like you'll know what to do next. Let's see. How will things play out if I make a move on time? Let's see. Getting wish fulfillment. Ooh, after a hard time, yeah, after being patient and like a hard time, wish fulfillment. Okay, what's the main energy, please? Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands to the hand. A second. Wow, I'm getting Fox energy. Okay. This is weird. Oh man, Jay, does that make sense? Yeah, you too. This was so good for real. Sick. Right on. I don't know what's gonna happen to those other people that were, acting tough or whatever. Speaking, someone spoke too soon. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but you're on your way. You're like peace. So, all right. Um, Cassandra, I'm getting Fox energy. There's something here about like accumulation of experience and like changing your perspective. A shift of perspective. Um, I'm getting Fox energy. So okay, it's hard. I don't know why okay, I feel like it's hard for me to read the tarot because I'm supposed to just read this card, which is another one of those cards from the Sunflower. Same deck. So let's see it. Because like Fox energy, right? Let's see what this says. Fox. I can sense what is in alignment for me. A quickly cunning creature of the forest, Fox knows how to move in silence. They observe and assess their options, never straying too far from the safety of their den. With a keen awareness of the possibilities they can pursue, Fox sets their sights on a particular hunt and tracks it with calm certainty and concentration. Ooh, this is sexy. You are being reminded of ways you can explore an interest by beginning with curiosity. Instead of blasting out of the gates, this is an invitation to start an endeavor with a slow and steady approach. With this mindset, you'll be gifted the chance to truly take notice of whether this new quest is in alignment. I like that quest. If you if you come to find that it's not the right direction for you, you will be primed to shift course with ease. No hurt feelings here. Fox teaches you that not everything is worth the chase, and sometimes it takes a few tries to find what is most deserving of your focus. Look at what is arising and new within your world, getting curious about which tracks are yours to follow. That's, um, huh. What opportunities do I have in front of me to choose from? What tools arrive for me, and am I ready to use them? Which ones feel most in alignment? That's I love that. Sick. These cards smell really good. Mm. Wish I could purr. Okay. All right, moving on. I forgot to click on the names as I was doing it. So that is the last reading I'm aware of. If anyone else has a question, if you have another question, you can post it. Yeah, you can ask another one if you had already asked. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. I've been thinking about you. I've missed you. Don't leave me. Just kidding. Live your life. Anyway. All right. I'm just gonna read this full moon in Gemini card. Yeah, man. Whew. Crazy times. What a time to be alive. Right. Oh, all right. I'm gonna read the full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Okay, this card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing could well be one or few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini message. Least said, soonest mended. It's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Words have enormous power, as metaphysician Florence Shin said, your word is your wand. You create magic in your own reality every time you express yourself. Have an important conversation, but stay calm. Don't be superficial. Someone is trying to flirt with you. Have you noticed? You need to laugh off the situation and just move on. Job applications have good prospects. Talk, and more talk as the emotional full moon moves into the communicative sign of Gemini. It's too easy to say too much, so mind how you go if you pull this card. This card can also indicate an enjoyable social event, since the full moon in Gemini is a great time for socializing. This card also augurs well for any study that you're taking or considering. Okay. Meditation. I do be believing I got your message. Um, I believe I have your name up on the screen. If you want to scroll back and check, because I'm 99.9% sure I got your reading. Okay. Hi, Ivy. I've been doing good. You can post your question if you have a question. You kind of made it just in time. If you have one. Yeah. Can I have a full moon reading? I felt inspired by your card. Yes, absolutely. Let's see what your message is. All right. Off the bat, I am getting the Lovers card, which is about It, which is the Gemini card, which is the full moon. So we are on theme. Wow, it literally came out again. No kidding. Okay, I must be needing to take that card out. I'll talk about the lovers a little bit. So the lovers, it's mercurial. All right, it's all about making the next right choice as it comes up. Like boop boop boop. Like if you're in a video game, you know, playing Mario, and you're hitting all the little tokens, ding ding ding. You know, that's the lovers card. It's about making the right action in every moment, and it is about love too, or finding things that are in alignment with you. So, as long as you stay on the right path, or you know, keep hitting your mark, it will lead you to harmonious connection. With more than with everything, with the planet, with spirit, with yourself, with others, with the loved one, with a sexual partner, with anyone, romance, all the above. Okay, this is harmonious alignment. All right, all right. And guess what? One wrong move, yeah, it could feel like the end of the world, but it's not. All you have to do is make the next right move. So let's see. What's Ivy's message? Wow, your spirit team is celebrating some form of control that you've been exercising over your decisions in your life. It looks like you've been, well, this lunar energy is saying that you've been like, really your executive functioning is, if it's not, if you feel like this isn't true, well, it's turning on. This moon wants to gift you the power to trust your executive functioning again. You know, trusting what you see, what you think, what you feel, you know, being able to self-correct and make error corrections and make executive decisions, do the right thing, basically, right? And taking control, and getting those tasks done, whether it's, you know, signing up for health insurance, or, you know, paying a bill, or what have you, little anything. I'm seeing this being really powerful energy. And it all began when you stopped comparing yourself to other people, or listening to what other people are saying, because you've made the executive decision that you control your life. And you've witnessed how one right action in real time, you've seen someone completely shift the way that they see you. And you realize it doesn't matter how people see you, because that is hell. Caring what how other people think of you, that is what hell is. So I see you getting into that driver's seat, and it's gonna bring you money. If you don't have a job, well, it's coming. If you do have a job, it's going in the right direction. Oh my God, you're gonna be recognized for something. There's some type of celebration you're moving to. And there's gonna be a new approach to an old problem. And you're gonna be saying no to the bullshit, and it's going to bring you opportunities for making more money. Okay. Right. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's all about that error correction was really interesting. Like, not being hard on yourself, but just like very matter of factly being like, oh, that didn't work, I'm gonna do this, right? Trial and error, finding out what works. Okay. Yeah, very, very positive energy. That's what's so beautiful about Gemini. It's nice and yeah. It can be tricky. Nothing you can't handle though. You don't have to donate. You can just ask your questions, Stella. Feel free to if you want. Yeah, I like that. Sounds kind of boring though. That's funny. Yeah, it wasn't. I got three. I'm getting party energy. I mean, there will be a celebration, but it is pretty work focused. Yeah. Good night. Heck yeah. I mean, I got the Seven of Swords, so I mean, there's plenty of room for fun there. You know what I mean? All right. New solutions to old problems. That's fun. All right. What do my spirit guides want me to know? Let's see, Stell. Wow, there's a lot of energy of people walking away from bullshit that doesn't make any sense. Okay. They want you to know that, um, one second, let me clarify this. You will be offered an, I don't know if this is a gift, an opportunity. They want you to avoid a drama. Ooh. Unless you don't want to. There's some excitement here. Let me see what this card says. One second, though. I'll bring clarity in a minute. Hmm. I, all I can say, you can just post your question. All I can say is that you are in a place of really knowing yourself emotionally. Like you're no longer like confused about how you feel or like lost in the sauce. Okay. This is about knowing how you feel, keeping to yourself too. This is um, like knowing that some things are just, this is like me, myself, and I. Some things are just between me, myself, and I. Okay. And this is your sacred place. This is just really knowing yourself emotionally. And and to really embody this stage that you're in, really embody it. It's important not to think that it's weak or don't judge yourself too much. Because even if you're always going to come back to this place. Okay, it's the place to be. It's gonna be really important to embody that, because there will be something chaotic coming up soon. And it could either be a big catastrophic dramatic event, or it could be an adventure. If you stay emotionally balanced, okay? If you try not to figure everything out, and you kind of just settle and are satisfied knowing how you feel about something, and not as much as what other people are feeling, or what's going on outside of you, okay? It's really going to help you stay balanced and avoid a tower moment. But even if you are, I don't know, whatever happens is meant to happen. There's just, after yeah, I was about to say that after like a period of calm and like centeredness, there will be something coming up that is like a lot out of nowhere. Okay, an adventure is coming. All right. Um. So this is definitely about emotionally staying connected to yourself, so you don't lose yourself in the feelings of what's going on. Okay. Especially if it's going to be taking you by surprise, or if it's going to be shocking. Um, yeah, this is a time of embodiment, to be embodied. Okay. Your intuition is guiding you, and it's what you need to listen to right now. Yeah, go ahead. Devin, did you have a question? You can post it. Do it now before Stella. God damn. Okay, go ahead. Can you hear me okay? Is it too quiet? Let me know if this is bad, because I just... Oh, you know what? I'm going to do this. How about this? This is probably better. Oh, you could? Oh, okay. Well, good. Yeah. Yeah, I got your donation. You can post whenever you're ready. Ooh. Inner conflict about what book you want to write. You want to write a book, but you don't know what direction to take it. It's like, you know who you have a really strong sense of self, but maybe you think a lot about what you want to do, and maybe it it leads to inner conflict, and then you kind of forget who you are for a second, and then you remember. I know that feeling. Um, but yeah, there's some inner conflict about what story you want to write. But you know you're talented and gifted. You know that, and you're supported by spirit. All right. What havoc is coming? What was that tower situation? What was that about? What was that? What was that? Okay. A sharp-tongued male. Is this someone who... It's kind of a side note, but there's definitely a masculine energy here that that's in close proximity to you that like wants to... I don't want to say this. They don't want to kill you, but they want... I don't know. They're like coming. They just have like harsh, like there's like shit to say. This person got... They want to get you. Who is that? They want to change your mind about something. I think you see this coming. Like, you expect it. I feel like you learned that it's going to happen. It's a cycle. Maybe it's a cycle, and you feel like you know it has to do with like a feisty streak. Maybe you have like a... Maybe you have a mean streak, or like bold, confident energy. Like something you know. Maybe you come off a certain way. Maybe it inspires like conflict or something. Brother at work. The brother. I'm getting both. Yeah. It's like people are competitive with you, but I feel like you're getting more into like a loving energy. I feel like you're stepping more into like the holiday energy of like less about grinding and like shit like that, and maybe you're getting more into like about loving energy and like more into connecting, more interested in connecting and getting more into like that type of energy. So I feel like you feel like it's not worth people being like jealous of you or something, or like not jealous. It's like not worth people getting competitive with you. Something isn't worth the fight anymore, at least for now. What's the advice on that? I'm gonna get. This isn't your question, so it won't count. I just want to know what's the advice on that. Cause like, yeah, I don't even like that. The advice is like, don't. Huh. There's an energy here of like, don't like being being confident in like as being a student, like stepping into like this like I'm learning energy, and like being like really confident and secure in that energy. of a student. And like there's so much more that you need to know, and there's so much more ground to cover, but you're a really strong like analytic mind and like you it's like yeah, feeling confident in this like student energy. How will my trip to Monaco go? Ooh. How will my trip to Monaco go? Yeah, definitely being like confident in like where you are at in your life journey right now. Oh, you might meet somebody. I see it going pretty good. You might meet somebody. Um, there might be some windy days in Monaco. I'm seeing overall good weather though. Um, hopefully it doesn't change. Maybe a cloudy day or two where it's windy, but I'm getting good at good weather. You might be interested in like seeing a specific monument or church, even chapel, something like that might interest you. Or a castle. I don't know what that is. That might be really interesting to you. Or a certain garden of some kind might also interest you. There's possibility though of meeting somebody that you can communicate with. I'm also seeing some good shopping. You might be making some purchases here that um, really suit you well. I am seeing a possible passionate connection that moves pretty fast if you let it. If you're open to it, if your heart is open, if your mind is open to it, there could be someone. Yes, yes, yes. That is what I see. Hmm. How many questions was that? Yeah, I got you, Mars, Mars. Okay, Stella, post your other. Yeah, I have no idea what that was. um, Mars will be. I'll answer your other question after Stella. Stella has another question. For the paid reading. How would modeling go for me? Let's see. How would modeling go for Stella? Let's see. If I would, sure thing. Let's see. How would it go? Stella would get into modeling. Well, do you have connections? If you have any connections, that would help. That would help. If you don't, that's okay. I do see a possible connection with a. It could be a dude, but I'm getting more feminine energy. Maybe there's someone that you know that does this, and they can, help steer you in the right direction. I'm seeing it would go. I feel like I've gotten this energy for you before on this question, so that's validating. Um, I feel like it would go well for you. especially if you align yourself with feminine energy. That is kind of the boon here. That would really be auspicious and positive for you on this path. All right. It would make for a very happy inner child, and it will feel like this big, grand adventure. Okay, this is the wish fulfillment. I see that there's potential here for you. I said it before, I'll say it again. I think there is potential for you. Okay, you will have to play your cards right, but there is this energy of time being of the essence. Time is important. I mean, I know how modeling can be in general speaking, if you want to look at it like that, but there is a window of opportunity that will be opening. That is just like the stars are aligned, yada, yada, yada. It's a good time to do it. And if you miss that window, it won't be as aligned anymore. It won't feel as right anymore. So that's not to rush you. You have time to rest, even. You could, do what you have to do. But better now than never. It's now or never. Right. Anything else? Stella. Yeah, this is about going back to something that you love. Picking, it's already starting for you. This is about finishing an old project. Um, Judgment. I feel like you will love this even before you start making a lot of money. And if you work hard enough, you can become very successful and love life. You can meet someone, a special someone too. You know, it will take time, but it will be one of those things that, like, you'll look back on the times where, you were just starting out and, not making much money and be like, I had so much fun. Like, I forgot I was broke because I was living my life, you know? And like, it was almost like the best time. So definitely, gratitude is your best friend. So you can really enjoy those moments as they're happening and not just when you look back. All right. Yeah, Stella. It's all about the connections you make along the way, the friendships and friends you make along the way. The ones that come to the top with you are the ones you can trust. Those are the real ones. Those are good times. Those are good times. All right. Open my phone to the. Oh, yeah, no worries. Oh, good. I said that. I did. My question is, who is this witch and warlock I might befriend? Who is this magical duo I picked up on? Who is this magical duo I picked up on? What was that? Who was that? Okay. This is a card about a community, but it's like family. This has something to do with your heritage, your ancestry. It could also do with work. Someone in a position of power at your work, in a corporation, and they could be an industry leader, they could be a boss, they could be a visionary, they could be an artist even. Whatever that they do, they are in a position of power. And there's money involved. There's business here. There's business. There's deals to be made. Okay. There's things to do. There's, that's what I'm getting. This can be happening at the workplace. At the workplace. I mean, it makes sense. Where else would shit like that happen? If you know, you know. All right. I think that was it. All right. All right. Party people. That is it for your girl Luna. Well, that's my guitar. Luna is the name of my guitar. Yeah, sure is. I named her when I was a kid. And man, I've always been good at naming shit, I have to say. Anyway. Well, that should about do it. So, everyone, take care. And, yeah, good night. Bye.